I say all that to say, like, oh, Lena, where you been? Y'all, I was sitting here trying to find myself.
10 toes, that's my...
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Lena V, aka LV, and I am so excited to be back here on YouTube, y'all. It has been a while, and I know y'all miss me so much. If y'all have been here since the jump, the very OG, the how I got a full ride to A&T video, then y'all know that I've been doing YouTube on and off for like the past 5 years, and this year I really just had a revelation to kind of get back into it. I got into it, I fell off, and now it's the end of 2023, and I'm like, no, this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me, kind of give y'all a walkthrough of like my YouTube journey, where I've been, what I'm getting ready for, just some life updates and all of that, and just really spend some intentional time allowing y'all in to get to know me, to get to know what's been going on, and yeah, let's get started. So let's get into this phase while I get into where I've been, and I got my list over here. So very first thing, I have been trying to adjust to post-grad life. I graduated from A&T, I forgot to prime. Graduated from A&T in May 2022, and I got a job. I had a job offer before my senior year, so I was like lucky and blessed in that sense. But y'all know I was a first-generation college student, and I had lived in North Carolina my entire life, and now I was working, and I still am, working for a major tech company here in Atlanta, Georgia. So with that just kind of came, the challenges of getting adjusted to not being in that college community anymore. And I talked about this in one of my other videos, which I'll link here. I was like struggling, and I still kind of feel a little bit lost. And I know I'm in my early 20s, like I turned 24 in March of next year. So I'm not in a rush to like figure things out. However, I've really been taking the time this year to be intentional about finding, pursuing, and doing things that don't drain me, that motivate me, that give me energy, that make me feel good, and not allowing myself to like suffer in things because of the cost sunk fallacy, which is essentially like, oh, okay, I've been doing this for so long, like I might as well stick it out. So my whole thing, like getting back into YouTube and getting back into like doing this, is because when I started doing my YouTube channel, even my freshman year of college, I stopped doing it because I just didn't have the funds to like have the equipment that I needed, in order to produce the content that I wanted to. And then when I started the beginning of this year, I just was not believing in myself. I was just not encouraged. Like I would post something and I would just feel so discouraged. I felt like I really needed like that external validation. Like I needed people to tell me like, ooh, Lena, like I love your channel, I love your videos, I love all of this. And every December, y'all just follow along with me because this might be getting a little confusing, but every December I do a social media cleanse, a cleanse of a lot of things, of a fast essentially. Every December I fast and I take 21 days away from social media, away from like alcohol, other things, and I become really intentional about spending time with myself and doing self-reflection as I prepare to go into the new year. I did it last year, did it this year, and I just keep circling back to, this desire to produce content, to, showcase my life, to share things with people. And I've never really felt like I could before because I was scared of what people would think about me. But I spent so much time this past year just really, really like doing the inner work that I needed to do to allow myself to be vulnerable and I mean vulnerable with myself, and to not seek external validation as a way for me to do the things that I want to do. So I am getting back to what makes me feel fulfilled. And on top of YouTube, another thing I started to do is dance this year. So if you watched my last vlog, it's like a spend the week with me vlog, I was in a heels class, and anybody who's ever known me in my entire life outside of this year has probably like known that I just never could dance. I never had a really great sense of rhythm. I was never confident moving my body. Like, it was just always a really sensitive, because I just felt so insecure about it. And going to an HBCU, doing pageants, becoming Greek, and just not being able to feel like I could fully enjoy my social life because I was just so uncomfortable with the way my body moved. So this year I was like, I really want to start dancing. I want to start dancing. I want to do things that, push me to grow. And I started dancing. I started taking dance classes at a studio here in Atlanta that is geared towards adults who have never danced before and are looking to start to dance. So I started taking classes there, and I took my first class, I want to say in like May. I was like, I wonder like if I could do this professionally. I was like, maybe I should become like an NFL cheerleader or something. I don't know, maybe I still will be. But as of right now, that's kind of on the back burner. But I started to dance, and I tried out for a semi-pro team, a cheer team for a semi-pro basketball team. I didn't make the team. That was in August, and I just felt like really discouraged about it because I had invested so much time and money and energy into dance, and I was like, maybe this is just confirmation that once again I am trying to like be something that I'm not. And I realized I should have did my hair before we got into this, so I'm gonna just pause on my makeup real quick and just let all of that sink in and just kind of fix my hair up a little bit. I felt really discouraged, y'all, and I was like, dang, like, what am I even like sitting here doing? Like, I'm not the type of girl that dances. And I told myself the same thing with like YouTube and content creation and all that. Like, I'm not the type of girl that does stuff like that. Like, that's not what people view me as. And I was listening to this podcast the other day, and it was just talking about like how you get to like rebrand yourself at any like point in time in your life, and I feel like that's really what I did this year. So I tried out for the team. I didn't make it. I was just feeling like, super discouraged. I was telling my boyfriend, I don't know if I ever like want to dance again. I don't know if I would want to ever try to become like a professional dancer, a professional cheerleader, anything. Like, I was just very upset because I did so bad at that audition, and I'm the type of person, like, my entire life, I just always been good at whatever I do, but that's because I really didn't do too many things that I wasn't good at. And I mean that, like, if I saw that I was not good at it, like, I was just like, okay, well, we just gonna stay away from that. And this was, like, the first time in my adult life, my first time in my entire life, where I started to pursue doing something that, normally I would shy away from. And long story short, I had the opportunity to dance for another semi-pro team. And I made the team, and I'm there, and I'm starting to practice, and I'm starting to do it, and I just feel hella like discouraged. And I'm sitting here like, damn, like, this is what I worked so hard for. Like, I always thought this is what I wanted. This is the goal I was aiming for. And now that I have it, like, I don't feel like it's for me, because sometimes you just be forcing shit. And God be trying to tell you, like, y'all feel like I just got up on it and started preaching. But sometimes God be trying to tell you, like, no, this isn't for you, and then you still try to keep doing it. And he just, like, so many obstacles and shit. So that's how I was feeling. And then I did this dance program, like this training program, this development program. And it just really like changed my perspective and encouraged me to, keep going and keep pursuing this, because there's so many, the world of dance is so large, and I just, I didn't grow up dancing or anything like that. So I just didn't realize like there's so much that you can do. So I I was like, okay, I need to pivot. Like, I need to pivot. And this all happened within the last month. But I was like, yeah, I just need to pivot and do something else. That's where I feel like I'm at. So, to catch y'all up, I've done my brow lift, and I've also done some underpainting, my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and my Best Skin Ever foundation. I always like to do like all my cream products first before I apply like any powder or anything like that. So next I'm gonna go in and contour with another LA Girl Pro Concealer in just a deeper shade. Yeah, I just spent a lot of time like just trying to figure out what the hell I'm even doing. And I say all that to say, like, oh, Lena, where you been? Y'all, I've been sitting here trying to find myself. And I know a lot of people probably can relate. So if you're somebody like that, where you're just like, I have no idea what the hell is going on half the time, I want you to know and like be affirmed in the fact that like that is okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. It's okay if you don't have it all figured out. And if you feel like anybody really does, because I used to really feel like I used to have my life together. And then, I got out of school and life started whooping my ass. And I was like, ooh, maybe I'm not as well put together as I like to think. It can be so easy to put this pressure on yourself to perform and put yourself in a box and then allow other people to continue to put you in that box. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about is as I was, expanding and changing and just like, really growing, elevating, doing the things that I wanted, especially when it came to dance, I was not sharing this with people. Like maybe only 3 people knew. My best friend / line sister. 4 people. My best friend / line sister, and my mom and my boyfriend. Those are like the only people who knew, because I don't like the idea of people knowing what I have going on when it comes to pursuing like new things and new growth, because people will try to talk you out of stuff because they like for you to continue to be in the box that you're in. And coming from a smaller school or from a school with a specific kind of community, move in silence, y'all. This is supposed to be a little chit chat. Get ready with me. And I really just feel like I'm up on this bitch preaching. So I just went in and just did like a light contour on my nose, because I'm gonna go back and like contour again. And like clean everything up. My makeup I feel like it always looks crazy right before, like, it always looks crazy while I'm doing it, but when it's done, like, it be looking good. So then I'm gonna go in with this Ulta like blush and lip cheek combo. Y'all, this is so good. I got this last summer, like summer 2022, and it like there's still some left on here, and I use this like pretty much regularly. Like if I'm putting makeup on, I'm using this. So it's a lot of product. I don't feel like it was super expensive either. So then I'm gonna go in with like this rounded brush, it's a dense brush too, and just blend that into my cheeks. And the look I'm going for is like a nice like soft glam kind of look. I'm gonna add some jewels and stuff to my hair. I didn't even tell y'all where I was going. I'm going to an HBCU Met Gala here in Atlanta tonight. My schoolmate, feels weird saying, but someone I went to school with, his name is Bilal. He owns like this really awesome company and does like a lot of stuff around like career prep and celebrating HBCUs and students and all of that stuff. It's called Unchained Inc. I'm gonna like put the link to their socials or their website in the description box. So I just really think that this is gonna be a fun night with my friends. That's who I'm going with as a group, kind of. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna just meet them there. I haven't worked out those details yet. And like I said, HBCU Met Gala, so you know, I'm getting all dressed up and stuff. I'm excited. I love getting dressed up. I love having a reason to do my makeup and go somewhere, and my hair is done, so that's even better. I just went into my inner corners and kind of cleaned up my contour. I'm gonna go back and fix this side of my nose. I just cleaned up my contour a little bit, and I like to do a bright under eye, so that's kind of what I was doing with the concealer, is giving myself like that brighter under eye. Now, once I have my base, this is like my cream product base, I will go in and just go ahead and set my face. The first thing I do is I take some powder foundation, and I set the areas where I'm not going to use like setting powder. So on my chin, right here, up on my top lip, and then just on my forehead. And I like to do this because I know some people like a dewy look, but my skin's always been super oily, so I tend to go for like a matter look and a matte look. And by the time you know, the night is over and that oil be oiling, I be looking real dewy. And just kind of do a little bit yeah, just right here, my T-zone. Then next, my holy grail product is the Pro Filter Setting Powder by Fenty Beauty, and this is in the shade Banana. And I really like this powder because it just makes you look so airbrushed. Like, it just literally makes your skin look so good. I love it so much. I just kind of gently pat and drag the product. Make sure that we snatch that nose. Since this is like a night out look, I definitely use a lot more setting powder because I don't want my makeup to move. But if it was just an everyday kind of like daytime look, I usually wouldn't even bake. I would just like press the powder into my skin and kind of go from there. I'm gonna press right here because this is how you get that snatched cheekbone, is you really press the powder right there, and then you take some and you just drag it down. And that's how I'm gonna start my bake. So while that is baking, I'm gonna contour some more. Well, not really contour. I'm gonna bronze some more, and then when I brush the powder off, that's when I usually use my blush. But I want to, you know, not look pale because it's winter time and I'm high yellow, so I'm like super high yellow right now. This Juvia's Place palette in tan, and just kind of go back and forth between these two shades. Tap off a little bit, just add a little bit more just in case. And I just like to dab it in, and I bring my blush, my blush and my bronzer like literally all the way up. Contour that forehead, child, make it look a little bit smaller. Next, we're gonna move on to eyes. While I do that, there was a couple of other things I wanted to update you all on. Yeah, I quit the team. I had a lot of stuff like towards the end of this year. I would say from September onwards. The beginning of this year was just like super great. Like it was just very transformative, just feeling good. It was a lot of great things. I got a puppy. It's on my nerves, but it's just been super therapeutic to have him. He's definitely an emotional support dog, or at least he like tries to be. I don't think he knows he's supposed to be an emotional support dog actually. And he brought up like a lot of childhood trauma when I got him. You're probably like, Lena, what? Childhood trauma, girl? What are you talking about? It was literally getting a puppy. Oh y'all, my brows look so freaking good. Once I clean them up, I love like a thick brow. That kind of goes into my next point. I started therapy this year, and it wasn't a hard decision to start therapy again because I've been going to therapy on and off since I was like 16. So, you know, for like the past 7 years or so, was this fear of judgment from my therapist because I had a really good relationship with my last therapist. Kind of like when you have a relationship with somebody, like you're dating somebody, and you like look for them in the people that you date. It was kind of like that with my therapist. So I went through like 2 therapists until I found the one that I'm using now. She's not like my last therapist at all, and that's okay because my motto for this year has been different doesn't mean bad. If you're watching this and you're like, girl, I don't want to do therapy, I don't need no therapy, like I ain't have no crazy ass traumas or nothing, or if you're somebody who is like, I want to start therapy but I'm scared, I want you to know that therapy is not just for when things are like incredibly wrong in your life. Therapy can be a really great resource when it is just regular everyday shit going on that is just building up. I'm gonna brush off some of this excess powder. Now that I kind of have my base set for my eyes, I'm gonna take a little bit of finishing spray and spray my brush and just go in and just tap. I'm tapping, not dragging. I'm tapping to just blend everything in some more. So for my eyes, I'm going to take the same brush that I used to contour my nose with and take some of that leftover product and put it into my crease. I don't do too much with my eyes just because I really don't know how to do eyeshadow. I've been doing makeup forever and I just still haven't really mastered the art of eyeshadow. And this is a get ready with me. It is not a tutorial. So, you know, just how I like to do my makeup is how I be doing it. If y'all want a tutorial, you know, you can let me know. So, you know, maybe we can work something out. I am going to take this highlight palette, and I'm going to take kind of like flat fluffy brush, and I'm gonna add some sparkle to my lid because my dress is sparkly. I may like show y'all what the dress, I'll probably show y'all what the dress is like. If not, you can always look on my Instagram. I'm going to do some eyeliner. I know y'all see I don't have no lashes. I'm going to put on some lashes, but they're like some wispy lashes, so I'm definitely gonna just kind of look like I have like lash extensions. Lightly line your eyelid. You can clean it up because I definitely got some like the shadow it. What else can I talk about? How's work going? I'm thinking about, I'm heavily in the process of preparing to apply for grad school. I don't want to go to law school. I do want to get like my Juris Masters or like a master's in like legal studies or something, because it's just really relevant to the field that I'm in right now that I just feel like I want that background knowledge. I'm gonna put some mascara on before I apply my lashes, and then I'm going to, I should have done this before I put mascara on. I'm also going to put eyeliner in my waterline. So going in with this eyeliner pencil and just sliding my waterline. And then we're gonna take this beauty blender in and we're gonna make everything like melt seamlessly. Boom. So that's done. Now all that's left is putting these lashes on, which I feel like will really just transform the look. Off camera and come back and show y'all. Okay, back y'all. Did my lashes, added a little beauty mark, and now I'm gonna just go ahead and set my face. I'm trying to debate what kind of lip do I want to do. I really feel like a red lip would eat. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This lip, y'all, I just want y'all to remember, I am not no professional makeup artist. So I'm gonna take this brown NYX Professional pencil. This is definitely an eyeliner pencil, but eyeliner, lip liner, whatever. Okay, the lips is lined, and I feel like lip liner just really be putting the makeup together. I'm really glad I decided to do a red lip. I feel like this is about to eat. So I'm gonna go in. I want it to be a little bit more ombre, so I'm gonna take some of my foundation on a Q-tip and kind of put that in the middle. I'm just gonna take some highlighter, and these are the places I like to highlight. I like to highlight my cupid's bow, and I like to highlight the very tip of my nose. So cute. This is like a really cute winter look. And then highlight the bridge of my nose and a little bit in my inner corner because I want like just a little bit of shimmer here. And then I'm going to take a fan brush and just do light highlight on my cheeks. And I'm going to come back and show y'all my hair once I finish. Back y'all, I finished my hair and my makeup. I just added like a little jewels here and then some in the back. And like I said, y'all, please be on the lookout for more videos. This is our year. This is your year. This is my year. 2024 is the year where we start to make sure that we invest in things that fulfill us. So if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you enjoyed this, if you want to see anything else from me. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on all my socials so you can, keep up with my life and whatever. But thanks y'all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
All again, I would give like 10%.